welcome to the show. I'm Jenna Morton.
And I'm Tosh Taylor, and we're on location today at one of my favorite shops in all of the greater Moncton area. I'm really excited to share with you today. However, kind of not, because I feel like it was my hidden gem, but here we go, I'll share. We are speaking today with Michelle Tupy. Michelle is the Community Services Coordinator at the Hospice Shop Boutique in Moncton. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We're really excited to have you today. Can you tell?
Tosh is just like bubbling.
Well,
I'm excited to be here because this is the first time I've actually come into the boutique section of the shop. I've come and dropped off donations before, but I haven't actually come into the shop. And now I'm ruined for life now, because now I'm going to be like Tosh and not be able to go anywhere else.
It's true. It's true. It's a lovely shop, as you can see behind us, and you can check out Jen and I through our social media as well to get some updates on the shop every now and again too, because they do have some great things coming up. But Michelle, first let's talk about the shop and how you service the greater Moncton area.
Yeah, so it is, let me start off by saying it's a wonderful cause. The boutique hospice shop has been around for a number of years, but as you say, it's kind of like a hidden gem. So the boutique hospice shop actually funds Hospice SENB, and I know you had Frances on your podcast a few weeks ago, and she talked about all of that. So it's our social enterprise for Hospice SENB. So obviously we want boutique hospice shop to be a success, because the more money we can raise through the shop, then the less we have to fundraise. And it's kind of that tricky balance of fundraising, social enterprise. You know, we have targets to meet, and this is one way that we do it, and a fun way to do it. And we get the community, the whole community involved. So if anyone has anything to donate, then obviously this is where they can drop their stuff off as a starting point.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, I met you because of a fashion show that the hospice shop put on quite a few years ago now, and that was a kind of a fun way to get some recognition for the hospice shop, but also to come and check out the clothes. And that's probably when I started shopping here, was about that time.
Yeah, so we do try and get out in the community with different events and markets and things like that. And we do have our own fundraisers that happen throughout the year. So yeah, we're very excited. We're actually going to be having a special gala this year. So get your frock on.
Yeah, very fun.
We're going to need to know more about that.
Yes. So we touched just briefly on the donation aspect of the shop. Can you talk a little bit, because what you guys do here is a bit different than what some other shops do, and people might not be familiar with that whole process of how it works here?
Yeah, so we have a unique donation system here. So people can drop off at our donation door. We take a wide variety of items, including the clothing that you see behind, the accessories, shoes, jewelry, books, DVDs, homeware, antiques, children's wear, artwork, so the whole gamut of stuff. So what you do is you come between the hours of Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30, or we even open late on a Thursday evening until 7:30 for those who work the 9 to 5. So you can drop off your things. You will be given a donor number, and that donor number is unique to you. So as those items that you donate pass through the register, then the register will record, and then at the end of that tax year, then you'll be given a tax receipt for your donation to hospice. So it is a really great way. You help us, we help you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, especially if you're someone who's, I'm thinking, a lot of people are downsizing, a lot of people are maybe, people of our generation are helping parents, clear out their homes.
Yes.
They'd have a lot of household items and a lot of things that, getting that tax receipt might actually be quite a big bump for some people.
It can be sizable. We're issuing tax receipts for over $1,000, $2,000 for a lot of people, and that is just from clearing out, decluttering, downsizing.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And something to definitely think about, because I know that I was just going through closets, and now, like, the kids section, is this new?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Brand new.
Brand new. So I have a lot of kids' clothes that need a new home. So that's interesting. And is there a certain percentage of what you sell it for that goes back on your tax receipt, or is it like you sold it for $10, so I'm getting that amount back? Wow.
100%.
Wow.
My goodness.
Huh.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So since you touched on price, I know people are going to be listening and watching, wondering, okay, so it's a boutique, but it's a thrift boutique. What is the price range? What am I, what am I looking at if I'm going through the, say the racks of clothes in terms of prices?
So if you're looking at a top, for example, it could be anywhere between sort of $8 to $15, depending on the brand, the quality. Skirts and jeans could start at sort of $10, $12, $14, around that range. So we kind of keep the medium brands around that. But then if you're looking at the higher end brands, then you may find the $25, $30, $50, depending on, whether it's a Canada Goose jacket, a leather jacket, a fur coat, whatever that might look like.
Have you actually had a Canada Goose jacket come in here?
Yes.
She's like, darn, I missed it.
Are you kidding me? I mean, you really do get some really high-end stuff in here, though.
The community is so supportive. We get a lot of brand new stuff that comes in here, which is just fabulous. And a lot of the clothing reps and some of the stores around Moncton actually donate the goods that they don't sell to us in exchange for a tax receipt as well.
Interesting.
So a lot of the stuff is brand new with tags, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we were talking a bit about the clothes, but you have just, like you said before, pretty much everything here. What are some of the other price points? If I'm looking, you've got like a beautiful, beautiful display of cups and saucers over here. If you are someone who likes like a nice china cup for your tea, or I know I went to a tea party as a little girl's birthday party one time. What are we talking for the cups
So
and
our
saucers?
teacups, they normally run for $5 each. At the moment, we've got a buy one, get one, so
Wow.
$2.50 each. So if you wanted to come in and buy your teacups, now would be the time. For everything else, it does vary depending on what it is, but you might find that the decor starts from around $5 up from there. Mirrors, clocks could sell for $15, that kind of thing. We do have artwork, which could sell obviously upwards, $30, $40, depending on the size, whether it's been painted by someone or it's a print, that kind of thing. But yeah, it really does vary. And brand new, we get a lot of electronics and things, some brand new in box.
Yeah,
Especially after
Tosh has been
Christmas.
spying some already.
I really have. I really have. I'm starting to wonder that so you started this job, and have you found that your ability to kind of decipher things has grown immensely? Like, you never knew you'd be looking at artwork going, is this a real piece of art or is it print kind of idea? Have you really grown in that aspect?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And particularly in terms of the antique stuff and the vintage things. When things come in now, I know I'm more familiar with some of the brands and things, and we can put them aside. We do actually have an online store as well. So a lot of the higher end stuff we actually save for our online department. So how that works is you go to our website, you view our shop, and then you can order online and then pick it up in the boutique. And we're actually working on putting the postage element to it. So very soon, in the next week or two, then you'll be able to actually order and we can ship it to your home. So,
Oh my
What a
goodness.
great idea.
That's fantastic. That just, it opens you up to such a broader audience as well, right? I know I have a lot of friends who are very keen thrifters who very much are looking for specific brands or types of things. I know the glassware keeps catching my eye because I know a few people that I'm like, I'm gonna have to take some pictures and send it to them.
yeah, it's very popular.
I can remember being in here this summer, I think it was, and there was someone who was coming in because he had seen, I think it was after cufflinks.
Yes.
And he saw the cufflinks on the online shop and came in to get them, but he had specifically made his vacation around coming to this shop to pick up these certain cufflinks. And I just thought, wow, it's also something I need to do in my retirement. But what a cool service that you offer to people, especially because a lot of our viewers are in other places in the province too.
Yes, oh certainly.
We get a lot of shoppers from Nova Scotia, Ontario, that, they reach out, can we get this, can we offer shipping? So, which is why we decided to move really in that direction.
Yeah.
Well, because shops like this are so good for when you're trying to find something, so specific that is maybe not a mass market item. I keep noticing there's a pair of tap shoes right behind Michelle over here, like size 8, beautiful tap shoes, adult tap shoes. Like those, they are so hard to find. Like it's so fascinating to look at the different things that are in here.
Absolutely. And new stock comes out daily.
Wow.
So we get a lot of people that actually do check in daily just to see what's coming out. And it really is a case of you don't know what you'll find until you walk in the door. Yeah.
Do you have a problem with putting things aside for yourself? Because that would be me. I'd be like, put that in the Tosh pile, put like that in the dodgeball. I would have a hard time putting it on the shelf. I would.
Most days I have to walk around with blinkers
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Absolutely. That would 100% be an awful job for me. I already have way too much clothes. I can't even imagine.
I think one of the things, if people are watching the show, they can kind of see behind us a bit of the shop. But for people who are listening, this is just, the layout in here is fantastic, and it really does have that boutique kind of feel. You've got beautiful mannequins, you know, with great outfits and different displays to catch your eye. Can you talk a little bit more about some of these changes that are coming? You alluded to the grand reopening that you're going to have in March.
Yes, we're super excited. So since the start that the boutique hospice shop was created, we always had it in mind that it would be this boutique way to go, you know, make sure it does look nice, and a lot of our volunteers and staff, you know, they are able to create these wonderful displays that you see. You know, I can't claim to be responsible for them, I just admire them, but they are lovely. So we've been actually working with the painted pineapples, so they have been a huge part of our move forward. We knew we wanted to change, but we weren't sure how we wanted to change. So it's just reaching out to experts who are great. They deal in paint, so helping us with the paint selection and what color are we going to do here, what wallpaper. So we've got a few surprises coming up. We've painted some walls. Some more will be painted in the next few weeks in time for our grand opening, or our grand reopening, I should say, on March the 21st.
March the 21st. Mark it on your calendars. Another day of the week that should be marked on the calendar is Wednesdays, because that is the day that you do your 50-50, which I've been desperately trying to win since it started. Not angry about it or anything. Maybe today is my day, we'll see. But let's talk about where this idea came from and how people can get involved with the 50-50 as well.
Yeah, so again, the 50-50 is one of our fundraisers that we do. It is a huge way for the community to get involved. Just for $2 a week, you can support hospice. We do the draw at 11 o'clock every Wednesday. Today's draw, we're giving away $1,950, although I think our biggest draw to date was around $11,000. So you can imagine that we did make somebody's day.
Yes, yes.
That would make my year.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I would definitely take that in a heartbeat. Out of just toonies too, like that's unbelievable. It's nice to see the community support in that.
Absolutely. The community are great. You know, whenever we say we're going to do this, the support that comes from our long-term supporters, the people who just stumble upon us on Facebook or whatever, has been really, really good. We just finished an online art auction just last week, and even just, you know, an online Facebook auction, we were able to raise $2,200. So
wow.
It all goes towards helping hospice. Yeah.
So important.
For people who are interested in the 50-50, do you have an online buying option for that?
Absolutely, yep. So they could just go to our website at Hospice SENB and then obviously follow the directions to buy online. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can buy for a certain amount of weeks. I think I buy like half a year at a time kind of idea. So then you like set it and forget it,
Yes.
right? And then you'll get a notification that says, "Hey, you've only got one left. You better buy in, because that'll be the week that you don't that your name gets called." And it's
Don't want to be that
you
person.
don't want to be that person. No,
That would be a very sad day.
it would be, wouldn't it?
Yes. Oh.
I wanted to know, because this is always kind of my thing. Do you have a favorite item that's ever come in, or the thing that wowed you the most?
Wow.
Besides the Canada Goose.
Let me think. I love fashion.
Yeah.
I really do. So, and I like a lot of off-the-wall brands, different stuff. So if it's stuff, I lived in England for a long time. So when I see some of the different brands that we can't see from here, they're the ones that really get me excited, because, you know, we're in Moncton, we're in a fairly small town, you buy something and obviously everyone else, you go to an event, someone else could be wearing that here. So here they're one-off items, right? So if you find something in the boutique, it's a little bit different, you know, then you could go and certainly stand out if that's what you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know I have found lots of Lululemon here before. A pair of, like mech cargo pants that don't fit me, but they're still in my drawer. Someday they'll fit me. But
Or your daughter.
Oh yeah, probably. But this is the place to come and shop. I think anyway. It's always my first stop when I was searching for my an outfit to wear to my brother's wedding. This was the place I was frequenting almost every day because it was the same thing. I knew different things were coming out every single day.
Yes.
So if you've got any parties that you need to get to, summer dress, wedding season's
Graduation season's coming up,
graduation.
wedding season. Yeah.
Because there is fancy graduation
Absolutely.
dresses, mother of the bride.
Wedding
I
dresses.
see
Wedding
a few
dresses,
wedding
yeah.
dresses there in
This
the back,
week we
which
sold.
is
We had a bride to be come in, and she picked up her wedding dress.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
It's very exciting.
well, and it's such a needed service in the area too. And I think in the economy in general right now, I think people their desire for thrifted goods, for secondhand, keeping that circle going of items, I think people are a lot more conscious about it and are choosing to shop this way than they used to.
Absolutely, it's great for the environment, and if you can get a wedding dress for under $100,
Oh my goodness.
hello.
Yeah.
That's just mind blowing to me. I had noticed this full suit here, a full suit for $30. Like if
and
you
beautiful dress
Yep.
shoes, men's dress shoes here behind us. Oh, I don't need men's dress
No.
shoes for anything, but I'm like, oh my goodness, those look beautiful. Those are tuck shoes. I'm like, should I buy those now for when my boys are gonna need them in, I don't know, 10 years?
I believe that borders on hoarding.
Yes, that's why I'm not buying them.
Well, that's why you can donate back. That's why we have that system. And just we've introduced recently too, when you donate, you will be handed a 20% off card to actually come in and shop on the other side. So another benefit to shop here. And just also on Monday, we do Seniors Day. Tuesday is Student and Newcomers Day. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do various discounts. So there's always an incentive to come in.
And people can find that information because you had mentioned the website, but you are very active on social media as well.
Absolutely, yeah. We post daily on social media with all our specials and some of the things that we sell in the boutique as well, yeah.
Excellent. What's the handle on social media? Is it just
Boutique Hospice Shop.
Boutique Hospice Shop. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So an easy thing for you to go and find and start following them today. Location-wise, I think most people probably know where you are, but you're not right downtown. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we're at 164 Collishaw, and when I find that I speak to people, they know where we are, they see us, but they drive right on by.
That's right.
So we're the corner of Collishaw and Von Harvey. So yeah, instead of driving, stop in.
And if you're a little intimidated by the intersection, you want to start at the other end of Collishaw and come down.
That's
just
right.
come in as if you were going, to the Coliseum and come down that way. It's much easier. That's the way I came in today. I was like, oh, this is so much more pleasant than the time I tried to get here off of Von Harvey. It was.
Yeah.
So, and I for me, that makes a difference. And I know there are a lot of people
absolutely.
who think that way too about oh, where am I going to park? How am I going to, there's lots of parking, there's lots of entrances. This is a beautiful big space.
Yes, yeah.
Speaking of the space, how much have you grown since you've opened? Because it has doubled in size since you opened it?
Yeah, we've expanded. So we actually bought the building over a year ago, so which was our big thing. So then we have the freedom to do whatever we wanted to do. So then that's why then we've pushed to the expansion and now to the redecorating, repainting, repurposing. So yeah, we're very excited.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Big things. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and around the same time too, that hospice was able to open
Absolutely.
the house and
Yes.
oh my goodness, what amazing growth for the organization.
Yes, because obviously it started with the capital campaign raising the money, but now that hospice is there, we have to make sure that it is operational, up and running. So that's why the boutique has to grow in order to support the hospice itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so is it 100? I mean, obviously there's costs with running this space, but all the money goes to
Absolutely.
hospice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
All gets funneled straight back in. Yep.
All of my shopping going to good causes. I like it. It makes you feel better about it, doesn't it?
It
Well,
does.
it does.
I agree. I hear it every day from people. This is why we come. I'm here every day, and they're kind of a little bit apologetic about it. I'm like, do not be. Keep coming. We love you.
We always have that same problem. People are like, I hope I didn't talk too much. No, we
That's
need
the
you.
job. Please do.
That's why we want you on the show, because we want you to talk too much.
Well, and speaking of that, is there anything else you want people to know about the shop or
Yeah.
about hospice that we haven't talked about yet?
We strive really hard to make it a fun place to shop for everybody. So all ages really. We get students come in, you know, we get seniors come in and everyone in between. So if you're looking for something for a working wardrobe or something like that, you can come in. If you're looking for your casual wear, you can come in. So it's a wonderful environment. The staff and the volunteers, we're supported by a huge volunteer base as well. So we have about 40 volunteers who work with us every week. They work in the front, they work in the back. They could be on displays, could be on cash, or could be in the back sorting. So without those volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do as much as we do. And they're a huge part of hospice and the organisation.
Absolutely, that's a lot of hands. That's incredible.
Yes.
And you also have some paid staff as well. It's a mix of both that makes it run.
Yes.
So you're also creating jobs in the economy, which is fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
If someone was interested in volunteering, how would they reach out?
Yeah, they could reach out to me. So again, they could go on the website. There is the volunteering portion there, and then they just fill out the form and then it will come straight to me. So they could look at volunteering here in the boutique, but also if they're interested in the hospice as well. So we take volunteers on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. I'm going to go do some shopping.
Yes, please.
I walked in the door and I cited like 10 things immediately.
Yeah, my big thrill today is just going to see how big is the pile that Tosh is going to leave with.
There'll be pictures.
There will be lots of pictures on both of our social media accounts and in the blog post as well. That'll be on Pickle Planet with the audio of this and the video when we've got it up. Thank you so much, Michelle, for welcoming us into the space. And I know we came in while you're open, so our apologies if we inconvenienced any of your shoppers who are desperately waiting to come check out the menswear that we've been.
I think it's been more the volunteers and the employees that are like, I just don't want to be on the camera.
Some of them are a little camera shy, but we'll work on that.
Yeah, for the next time. Perfect. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you all next week.